Hello and welcome to Blue Army TV. I'm sitting after Carlisle have drawn 2-2 away from home at now top of the league, Stevenage, in what, in an overall kind of view, you've got to consider to be a good point. Look, if we're talking about the performance, we obviously didn't play very well. Anyone that watched the game will know that we didn't play very well today at all. Yet, in a sense of positives, it's the second game in a row now where we've managed to score 2 goals, which, when you think of what our problems have been this season, it's been scoring goals in general, but more specifically our strikers scoring goals. And if you look at the 2 games now, they're very, very similar in terms of the goal scorers and in what circumstance. The only difference being today that we didn't defend as well as we did. And look, Jokkel Anderson has to be man of the match today. He made one bad slip up, which he got away with in the second half, that probably should have been a goal for Stevenage. It was ruled offside. He comes to claim it, he drops it. He goes to take it into his chest, which he's probably done a million times in training and not failed it, but it bounced off his chest, goes to Stevenage man scores. It gets rules off for offside, rightfully or wrongfully. I don't know with the referee today. Poor for both sides in my opinion. You look on Twitter, both Stevenage fans and Carlisle fans seem to think that he's robbed them in some kind of way, because I believe the first goal for Stevenage was offside. Obviously I'm very biased, but Stevenage fans seem to think Maguire's goal was offside. I don't think it was. I think the first one was more offside than the one that Stevenage fans seem to think was offside for us. But look, I think the referee was poor for both sides today, even in just the small decisions. But yeah. Look, it's a good point overall, and as I said, very similar to last week, where the first goal comes from Maguire. Last week it did go down as an own goal because it took a massive deflection. It did take another deflection this week as well. However, it has been given as his goal this time, and then a late Joe Garner goal, exactly the same as last week. But look, Stevenage are a very good team. As much as I hate to admit it, Steve Evans has got them playing very well. Well, that may not be true. I think he's got them playing very efficiently. They don't play good football, as you've seen today, as you've seen all season. They don't play nice, attractive stuff, but they're very efficient in what they do. They can score goals and they can defend very, very well. They play very direct. That they're very good at seeing games out. Today wasn't a good example of that, but usually they're very good at defending and seeing games out. And we've gone there. We've gone to who are the most productive side in the league now. They are top of the league for a reason. You think we're going to a fellow newly promoted side, and you think it's going to be a sort of relegation battle kind of fixture, but no, it's top of the league against one of the teams in the bottom end of the table. Now that will probably change over the course of the season. I doubt Stevenage will stay there all season long, but we're playing them at a very bad time. We're playing them when they're in their best form. We've gone there, we've scored a couple of goals. Jokkel Anderson's definitely kept us in it with some, amazing saves. The decision to drop Holy for Anderson, I maybe wasn't a fan of at the start, and obviously didn't have a good debut against Port Vale, but today he showed he is quality. Other than that one mistake, which ultimately didn't lead to anything, he's been by far our man of the match. If it wasn't for him, and as much as I like Thomas Holy, some of them saves he isn't making. It's the be all and end all of it. It's the cold, harsh truth. I don't think Thomas Holy saves them. Some of them shots, and if he's in nets, we are maybe 2 or 3 down by half time. But no, we get that goal from Maguire. We get that goal from Garner in the last minute, and we come away with a very, very hard fought and good point. Yeah. That's all I can say. If you'd offered me a point before the game, I'd have definitely took it. But there's definitely a lot to improve on from that game. Some of our defending wasn't brilliant. They just look better than us. They just look better than us. Our little triangle passing, our nice football we're trying to play, it just gets disrupted by their good tackling. They're a big team, Stevenage, and we found that hard. There was multiple corners that they got the better of us on. I know we scored from a corner, but it was very much not the pattern across the whole match. It's just a game that we've got very lucky from, and if we're going to survive this season, getting lucky and getting a point away from one of the top teams in the division, you know, across the length of the country as well. Well done to everyone that made the trip down there today. You definitely take it, don't you? And hopefully we can go on and put a better performance in away to Lincoln. Another very long away day for those going down. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think our strikers are starting to score goals. I think Maguire will take extreme confidence from that. And it's good to see him get off the mark, having not been credited with the goal last week. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did we deserve the point? You know, people will be very split on that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and in a bit.